Sonic Adventure 2, one of the best Sonic games of all time, known for its fun boss fights, world building, great level design, speedrunning, and probably the best thing about it, the soundtrack.
Can you feel life moving through your mind? Ooh, looks like it came back for more. Yeah!
Now this soundtrack gives me a sense of nostalgia that I cannot get from any other game. Just picture a 5-year-old Lux playing this as his first Sonic game on his brother's GameCube and just being wowed by the soundtrack above anything else. Yeah, a 5-year-old being wowed by a soundtrack. That is hard to do, and it also makes it easy to annoy my mom because I sang Escape from the City at least once a month for my whole life. The soundtrack just has this vibe that sucks you in and adds to the story of every character. And if you look at the lyrics of each level, if there are any, you can get a view into the character's thoughts. Especially if you're playing Knuckles levels. The soundtrack also is well orchestrated and has a lot of complex tracks that also mesh well with the simple ones. For instance, Rhythm and Balance from White Jungle gives you a scene of a claustrophobic jungle. You have no room to breathe with all the instruments and intentional fast pace of the song, while a track like A Ghost Pumpkin Soup from Pumpkin Hill is a simple repeating beat, but it also doesn't feel off. It establishes the creepy vibe of a place like Pumpkin Hill, while still keeping in the perspective of Knuckles effectively. And that, my friends, is the name of the game for the Sonic Adventure 2 soundtrack. Staying in the vibe of the characters! Also, before we get into anything, I would like to state that I am not a music theory expert or critic. I'm just a guy who likes music. Now, where have I heard that one before? Now let's get into the tracks. But before we do, know that I won't be going into all 73 freaking tracks on this amazing soundtrack. I wish I could, but that video would be longer than an hour, and I don't think my Zoomer brain could maintain my own attention span, let alone yours. So I'm sorry if I missed one of your favorite tracks. But I looked over some of my favorite and standout tracks. I hope you enjoy it. We open with Let's Make It, a track that really shows the carefree nature of Sonic, even though he is in the process of being taken to prison. He proceeds to then break out of the helicopter, taking him to prison, as the music swells, and boom, we're vibing with Sonic. As Sonic drops from the helicopter, the guitar descends with him, and we descend into an absolute banger of an iconic track, Escape from the City. To quote one of my best friends, Ganache, this song is Sonic. That is the most true statement about this track. It captures the vibe of Sonic perfectly. The fast, upbeat pace of the song shows the carefree nature of Sonic as he runs away as, I don't know, an escaped convict? And as he slides down the street on his newly found snowboard, I guess? The lyrics say, can't stick around, have to keep moving on, guess what lies ahead, only one way to find out. This demonstrates Sonic's ideals completely. He's a guy who doesn't think before he acts, he just does. Sonic rushes into things, fully not knowing what comes next. And as he keeps moving ahead, we reach the chorus, where I have an interesting idea here. Sonic is meant to be the one singing the lyrics, and he is talking to the player. He is simply welcoming the player into a new Sonic game, and you, the player, are gonna follow him, set him free, trust him, and together, you can escape from the city. Actually, this whole song is talking to the player. Then, Sonic warns you of the coming danger of enemies with the line, danger is lurking around every turn. And then he tells the player to, trust your feelings, got to live and learn. Sonic tells the player his philosophy of just trusting yourself, and if you make a mistake, living on and learning from them. Just live and learn. As the song goes on, Sonic tells us to find the next stage, no matter what that may be. Sonic doesn't care where he has to go next, and he doesn't care where you take him. He just cares about getting to the next place in One Piece and taking it step by step. How well this song represents Sonic cannot be understated here. In fact, anything I said about it probably understates how Sonic it is. The vibe, the words, and the pace all match Sonic, and the idea of him welcoming you into his new game is so cool. Like, I don't know what else to say other than, it's just good. It's just good, man. It's just good. Now we come to track 3, Throw It All Away, the theme of Shadow the Hedgehog. Yes, Mr. Edgelord himself has arrived on the scene in all his glory, and his theme accents him wonderfully. It's filled with all the grittiness and suspense that you could want from a Shadow theme. Now, the lead synths provide a interesting look into Shadow's mind. It gives this dark confusion of being woken up from years of slumber, and the first words of this track are literally, "Now wake up." And the first verse talks about Maria with the line, "Everybody tries to be straight, but things are still unchanged." Shadow hates how no one even knows of Maria's existence and the sacrifice she made for him. And he's been thrown into this changed world that knows nothing of her. Maria is still dead, and nothing can change that. And now Shadow's only choice that he sees is to head for the goal instilled in him. With the lyrics, "Head straight for your goal by any means. There is a door that you have never opened." This goal is vengeance on the human race. But the door they talk about in the lyrics that isn't opened is him wondering, is he the ultimate life form? At this point, Shadow has met Sonic and they are so similar, and that gets Shadow thinking, if Sonic exists, how can he be the ultimate life form? Then we get a turn in the chorus. This is so good! Shadow wants to throw away the darkness that dozes in the dusk. He wants to change to be a good being. The sleeping evil inside him needs to leave before it awakens. Shadow then thinks about how he is an immortal soul and he will live an endless life forever. But he wants to live it for good. Then we get the line, "You see a light wherever you go. You have to face it again and again." That light is Sonic. Shadow has to face that light over and over again that will eventually overpower the darkness inside him. Shadow sees Sonic as a rival, but also, and more importantly, as someone he wants to become. He sees Sonic as someone he wants to aspire to. Track 4 is Rhythm and Balance from White Jungle. Here we go, diving into Shadow's psyche again. It's interesting to put this track in context. Rouge is locked inside a vault with the Chaos Emerald. The island is about to blow up in 10 minutes, and we are getting flashes of Maria. Shadow has been in this situation before, but this time he is not going to let anyone die. As I said in the intro, this track really accomplishes the claustrophobic feeling of a jungle really well with the fast pace and chaotic energy. But it also meshes well with Shadow's muddled thoughts. This also accents the sense of urgency with Rouge being locked away and the island about to blow up. Now what I really think this track boils down to is Shadow misremembering Maria's message. This whole time, Shadow thinks she wants revenge. And also, Shadow wants her out of his head. If you look at the chorus, it says, "I don't want to hear you. Shadow, don't make me upset. I don't want to hear you. Shadow, don't make me upset. You are hiding something." Now this chorus is a back and forth between Shadow and Maria in his head. I think the lyrics are quite self-explanatory. Shadow doesn't want to hear this corrupted version of Maria in his head, but the guilt weighs him down so much that it doesn't let her leave. Then, the guilt transforms her message into a want of revenge, therefore her saying, "Shadow, don't make me upset." And the last lyric, which doesn't end up repeating, is "You are hiding something." And this is Shadow remembering, maybe this isn't the message Maria relayed.
fighting freak Knuckles, and we're at Pumpkin Hill. You ready? I ain't gonna
Track
let it
5,
get
A Ghost Pumpkin Soup from Pumpkin Hill. Man, this track is so good. Knuckles has the best tracks in the game, and there is no debate. Dive into the Mellow, Kick the Rock, Deeper, and Space Trip Steps are all top tier. However, I have to only pick one for this video, and Pumpkin Hill is the most iconic, so I went with that one. I don't know, maybe I'll make a video just on Knuckles track for Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Who knows? Pumpkin Hill's lyrics, vibe, and vocal performance by Hunted P fit Knuckles amazingly. It's so good, man. It's just so good. So let's set the scene. Knuckles is in a place that makes no sense existing. Like, where is Pumpkin Hill? All I can find is Pumpkin Hill Veterinary Clinic, so maybe Knuckles was having a stomach ache and went to the wrong Pumpkin Hill. At the beginning of the level, he even asks, "Where am I?" Like, this man is completely lost. Like, whose mans is this? Like, who? I need to know. Tell me, cause they need to come and get their mans. And the track sets this up and establishes this sense of unease as we start. The creepy vibes are set up perfectly with this wonderful piano coming in first. Now the lyrics start with Knuckles saying, "I won't let it get to me." Now you may think Knuckles is all big talk, but actually he is comforted by the Master Emerald, which, in no joke, is referenced through a Bible passage. Oh, you don't believe me? Here. The lyric, "I walk through valleys." Now look at Psalm 23:4. "Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me." The rod and the staff could be alluded to as the Master Emerald. Wow, I really just had a Bible verse in a Sonic 2 review. Holy. I really don't know how I could top that with anything more about this song. Like, the vocal performance fits Knuckles' aggressive, fighting nature. The instrumental is just pure vibes! Another interesting thing as well is the high synth in the background seems to be asking a question the whole time. Maybe the question, where am I? Ah, yeah, I got you thinking there. Yeah, I really don't think I can top there being a Bible reference to Sonic Adventure 2 Knuckles level. It's just funny to me, man. Track 6, Lovely Gate 3 from Egg Quarters. Rouge the Bat, a character that may or may not have made many a child a furry without knowing it, because she sure did it to me. Hey, don't look at me, they call her sexy and smooth in the soundtrack. Now let me say that I truly love the vibe they go for with Rouge. They give this awesome spy aesthetic that obviously fits. The song reminds me of some early James Bond movies. Lovely Gate has these awesome chill horns with the complimentary roads in the background that just make it whew. Sultry. I also love the vocals, even if they are just soft scatting. Really brings out the appeal of Rouge that they're trying to go for. The vocals are trying to convey her seductive nature? I don't know. I just lost my license to live writing this. Also, the swing drums really sell that 40 spy energy that the track is trying to go for. However, most importantly, this song accomplishes the main goal of the Sonic Adventure soundtrack. Vibing with the character! No. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. Track 7, Eggman, the theme of Eggman. I love this theme maybe the most out of any of the Sonic Adventure 2 character themes. Reason 1, it's funky rock. Reason 2, the slap bass. Reason 3, the descending riff into the guitar solo. And reason 4, scat. In all seriousness, this theme has a lot going for it. As well as the things I listed above, the lyrics are well written and flow to the riffs. The fact that Eggman in the lyrics says, "I am the enemy, I will succeed, my mission I must complete." He admits that he's the villain, and the fact that he doesn't care is just too perfect. This man knows what he wants, if you know what I'm saying. These lyrics also breathe the pure overconfidence Eggman has in himself and his machines. He talks about his master plan to rule the planet and how it cannot fail. He doesn't even believe that anything can stop him. It's pure Robotnik confidence. Again, this track accomplishes vibing with the character. Track 8, Live and Learn, the Sonic Adventure 2 main theme, and the final boss theme. This is an iconic theme that hypes me up anytime I hear it. I am not joking. I will drop everything I am doing at the moment just to vibe to this song. Even if I am carrying my firstborn child, I am sorry, but Live and Learn comes first, son. The lyrics, the riffs, the vocals, the drums, and the catchy chorus all work so well together and hype you up to play the game. Heck, even as I'm listening to it while writing the script, it's getting stuck in my head and I can't resist singing along. I had to turn it off so I could focus on writing. Let's focus on the lyrics. This is a theme for a Sonic game, so it has to have a message that is just Sonic. That message is in the name of the song, Live and Learn. However, this song also applies to Shadow when they talk about time slipping down your spine. Sonic and Shadow move so fast they can't help but feel time slip away. It also focuses on Shadow in the first pre-chorus. But you can hardly swallow your fears and pains. When you can't help but follow, it puts you right back where you came. We get a look at Shadow's anguish through this, about not being able to help Maria, and how it holds him back because he fears losing someone that close to him. This also calls back to when Rouge was trapped in the vault. He couldn't let someone close to him die again because of the pain and guilt it would cause him. Then, in the second pre-chorus, we get, "You can't save your sorrow, you've paid in trade." Shadow, in his search for revenge for Maria, thought he could save himself and the sorrow inside him. Once he made humanity pay in trade for what they did to Maria, he felt hollow. He realized this isn't what Maria wanted, and felt sorrow he couldn't save himself from again. The only way he could save himself was saving others. The whole Earth, in fact. He lived and he learned from his mistakes, and changed himself for the better. But in the end, his mistakes cost him everything. It cost him his life. However, he still dies fulfilled and content that he kept his promise to Maria by saving the people of Earth. And people say Shadow is a bad character! This song encapsulates what the message of Sonic Adventure 2 is, as any theme song should for its game. Living with our mistakes and learning from them. Many characters in this game make mistakes as it begins. Knuckles loses the Master Emerald. Sonic gets captured by the government for a crime he doesn't commit. Shadow seeks vengeance for someone who doesn't want it. Rouge can't complete her mission to the government. Eggman's quest for conquest almost leads him to destroy the thing he wants most. Tails lets slip that the Master Emerald he gave Sonic is fake, and almost gets Sonic killed. In all, this track puts a nice cherry on top of everything we've already covered. The message of the game, keeping it in the feel of the characters, and most importantly, the vibes. The track leaves nothing to be desired, and ties into the plot, giving us the final message before we end. The message, live and learn. Hey you, if you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow me on all my socials in the description. Thank you for watching this video. I'm Lux, and I am out of here.